Well, hello there.
Well, hello there, people. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Rogers. All right, so
You will be my neighbor.
that sounded really creepy. People are already logging off.
That's great.
All right, welcome back to Longbox Diving. We are our normal Sunday live stream. We did another comic haul this week. We actually were able to go down to another flea market, and we actually got a really good deal. They did $15 a long box or $15 a short box, so less than 10 cents a comic. I was very happy, and then we spent way too much time there. So we've got that to cover. We got a stack there. I was able to spend the rest of the afternoon yesterday kind of going through all the comics, trying to get things into my inventory system. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8 short boxes and 2 long boxes to go to get them into my system. We're sitting at 5,000 comics or so. I think I imported another 550 yesterday. We got a lot and a lot to go through because I have an illness. I like comics, and so comic buying is the cure. So we will actually go through some of that today. We don't have a lot of other news to go through. I didn't see a lot of.
It's been kind of boring.
Welcome to January.
No good movie. Mandalorian's over.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for New Mutants. Did we actually talk about that last time?
I don't think so.
New Mutants had a new trailer.
I brought up the trailer last week because it was supposed to come out.
That was cool.
It looks creepy. Hey, Rod, how you doing, man?
Which one?
There's 2 girls.
There's 3 girls.
The one you.
There's 3.
Figure out.
What is her name? Moon, Shadow, or
Danny Moon?
Danny Moon something. I forget
the Indian.
Yes.
Valkyrie. Yeah, you guys doing intro skillsies? So we have. Let me see. I saw in the trailer. We saw Magic, Rain,
Cannonball.
Yeah. Sunspot.
Yeah, I just remember his name, Ricardo.
Yeah.
No, Roberto.
Yeah. And Danny Moonstar.
I think it's.
But Danny's last name. I forgot her last name.
Moon something. I want to say
it's Moon something. She becomes
Moon Knight.
She becomes a Valkyrie. Moon. It's not Moon Knight. What is wrong with you? All right. So, but it looks creepy. I mean, it looks really creepy. It looks good. It looks scary. I don't know if you guys are into scary movies. We kind of like some scary movies, not slashers, but really intense thrillers. That's what we like. Moonstar, yep. And so
I was wrong.
That looks really good to me. And so we're waiting on that. When is that? February?
It's
April,
I believe.
April 2020.
It's supposed to be based off of an actual run in the New Mutants, where it's like the evil teddy bear.
An evil teddy bear run of them. I've got to see. I don't remember that. I'll have to look that up. But that looked great.
And then the director for the next Doctor Strange movie stepped down.
Yes, he did. I don't. Well, he's still staying on as a producer.
Yeah.
He kind of stepped down. Let me see. Wolverine's coming out this month at some point. The new Wolverine series by Benjamin Percy. That looks fantastic. I did not read Incoming. It looked like a promotional thing, and I didn't really want to pay for it.
Here's a comic that's an ad.
It looked like just one big ad. I mean, it had a bunch of writers and artists. I get it, but it looked more like a free comic book day thing to me. It was just kind of advertising all the different stuff. So I didn't. Yeah, I've heard about it. I kind of flipped through it myself, but no, I didn't actually get it. Did you like it? I mean, was it worth it? Oh. I was like, somebody could tell me if it was worth it. I haven't heard anybody say, yeah, I was glad I had it. And looking at my comic book shop, it looked like everybody from my comic book shop didn't get it either. And I kind of felt bad for them because they looked like that 30 copies still on the shelf and nobody was getting it. So, but yeah, Wolverine, I'm definitely looking forward to Wolverine. I am going to be dropping Fallen Angels soon because the art is crap. I know some people like it. I can't stand it. I cannot stand art that dark, that messy, and then it looks like all half the shots are eye shot, like right here. All you see is eyes. I'm
It's
like,
boring.
It's definitely some people's style, but it's like X-Force comics. It's just not for me.
It's too dark.
It's too dark.
yeah, I agree. Doom has been pretty good. I liked Doom 2099 mostly because Chip Zdarsky is just killing it right now. Daredevil is one of my favorites right now. Batman is under new writership. James Tynion took over, and I'll tell you what, Tony Daniels, I think he did the art. That was crazy good. It was a good story. Batman fought Slade.
I saw some of that. That was good art.
That he beat Slade, but he also said he had to do it quickly and in a certain way to be able to beat Slade. And he was able to beat Slade. And I like the whole fight scene, like just shut up and fight. But then you see the end, you got a little batarang in Slade's eye patch. Did you see that? And then Slade had arrows in his chest. I have no idea how he got arrows in his chest. Because I think Slade shoots arrows sometimes, right?
No, not really.
So where do the arrows come from? And then it's Speedy.
Of all the archers you can shoot,
It was Speedy.
And then there was the whole scene where he actually kind of talks to Alfred. Hey, Perry, you lurking? Oh, you're not lurking. You're Perry. Hey, Perry.
Hearing.
Perry's peering.
bad joke.
No. But yeah, the when he calls for Alfred, but and then remembers that Alfred's dead, and Lucius Fox is like, sorry, he's gone. He's not here right now. And there's the tilt of the Batman's head. It was a great scene. So
it wasn't just eyeballs.
It wasn't just eyeballs. So that was fantastic. All right, so let's get to the comic call. Hand me that.
Sure.
It's not me this time.
Okay, so let's get some of this going here. Deeper. All right. So yeah, I got a lot of this for like 10 cents a comic. Just think about that. 10 cents a comic. That was fantastic. All right, so here's the first thing we got. Justice League America, number 147. We actually got this one before, but for some reason it ended up in this box.
It's my bad.
I don't think I've actually shown it before. So New Mutants.
I might have gotten the duplicate.
This is New Mutants Annual number 1.
That's a big comic.
Yeah, it's an annual. So, and it looks fantastic. But Sunspot Rain is the other one. Is that? Who is that? Is that Boom Boom?
Oh no! What's her name?
No, it's the girl with the elf ears, right?
No, there was after the New Mutants X-Force, there was somebody on the team that was had a power set. I forget her name.
All right.
Look it up. Woo.
So I'm not sure who that is. Then we got Warlock on there. And Rain is really wolfy. So that looks very cool.
Oh, this New Mutants one.
Yeah, Perry, man. I like these New Mutant ones. And this one is from I take my glasses out, 1990. So it's not like one of the earlier annuals.
Oh, it's not an annual one. It's a summer special.
All right. That's a summer special? Is that what it is? Oh, yeah. All right. So Hawk and Dove, number 4. I believe this is the 3rd volume from 1989.
It is Boom Boom.
So I really liked Hawk and Dove from way back. I remember this series when I was a kid. I actually bought this series when I was a kid. I really, really enjoyed it. And then now to see them on the new the Titans show on DC's channel, streaming service.
Yeah.
Let's see, Hawk and Dove number 5. I actually remember buying this one specifically. I do remember this one when I saw it in the box. I'm like, I actually remember getting that one.
Yeah, paying $1 must have been tough.
Well, when your allowance was $3 a week,
Oh, you go.
some of us actually earned our allowance. All right. So Hawk and Dove, number 6. They're complaining because I made them. I never really give them allowance.
I mean, I got a job.
They had to go work if they wanted money, mostly because I was poor. Hawk and Dove, number 8.
Yeah, they got an interesting.
Oh, they're doing another Doctor Who season. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was.
Hawk and Dove, number 9.
You made him just stop for 5 seconds. Just go.
Have you seen anything of that Doctor Who?
No, I've literally.
All right, we talk about comics. Doctor Who has a comic.
He does. I have one.
We've seen it.
It's in the garage.
Matt Smith is on the cover.
If I could.
No. Doctor Who has been totally ruined, and until they go back to old school, I ain't watching it again. Hawk and Dove, number 10.
It's just.
Hawk and Dove, number 11. Now, I want you to notice something. Hawk ends up destroyed, messed up with a snake dude, and then destroyed again. And why is Hawk always one getting hurt? And Dove's like standing around going, everything's fine.
Because he's the tank and she's the DPS.
Hawk and Dove, number 12.
Versus the new Teen Titans.
Yeah, remember when Cyborg was a Teen Titan?
Yeah.
They got Firestar there and a bunch of robots. Oh, there's Speedy.
Hey! He was probably shooting Slade.
Hawk and Dove, number 13.
Did you know Slade used to be an adventure?
Hawk and Dove, number 14.
That meme is 6 years old. Actually, 7, excuse me.
Yeah, when it's going to come out. Sorry.
Sorry, I mean.
The bad dad jokes. The bad dad, that's all we get back here. Dumb and Dumber.
I would take a bow, but I don't think I'll spell it.
Hawk and Dove, number 15.
Thank you.
Your Peanuts gallery is a bunch of robes.
So I'm not sure who these two are.
What? I'm nutty?
Hey.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, thank you.
Hawk and Dove.
Yeah, Hawk and Dove aren't on the cover.
No, that's Hawk and Dove.
That's Hawk and Dove.
It's just from another universe.
I believe. And then you got Hawk and Dove
versus Hawk and Dove.
Versus
Ooh.
Hawk and Dove.
It's Dove and Hawk in that universe.
Even destruction.
I wonder if that Hawk gets destroyed just easily.
All right, so Justice League International number 9. This was from 1988. This is part of the Millennium crossover series. All right, looks like a Russian robot guy. I forgot his name.
The Manhunters.
I don't think his name is Manhunter.
No, it's a group of Manhunters.
They got Manhunters, and then you got Martian Manhunter, and then you got this Russian.
It says no man escapes the Manhunters from the robot. So I guess he's a Manhunter.
So he's throwing him into fire.
Although, can you really consider John a man?
I don't think he's a Manhunter. I think he's working for the Manhunters because the Manhunters are a different group. All right. Justice League of America, or Justice League America, 1990 annual number 4. There's some crazy looking people on the cover.
Antarctica.
I don't recognize any of those people except none of them. That dude over here. Look at that, looks crazy. That one right there looks crazy.
Manhunters are working with the Guardians of the Universe.
They used to.
Yeah.
And they were replaced by the Green Lanterns. All right, so Justice League America annual 1991 number 5. Another crossover, Armageddon 2001.
Wow, that's a real Armageddon though.
So these guys I actually recognize. You got John, you got Guy Gardner, you got Fire, you got Frost, Blue Beetle, Scott Free, Booster Gold, and some dude with a star in his forehead.
I really hate Guy Gardner's face. I'm sorry.
I'm not a big fan of Guy Gardner.
He is the most punchable Green Lantern.
Justice League America, beaten by dude with a cone head.
He goes up against the cyborg conheads.
All right. Justice League America 45. Green Lantern steals a kiss. So Guy Gardner being his typical self.
Yeah.
He's always had a crush on Frost, but to steal a kiss, that she looks like she's not too happy about that.
No.
Nowadays. Justice League America number 61.
Guy Gardner's canceled.
Guy Gardner's canceled. Which he gets canceled a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
He went from green to yellow, and now he's a Red Lantern.
I'm not surprised. Are you kidding?
You know what Red Lanterns are known for?
Anger.
Rage. Okay, Justice League America 76. Looks like Ray is screaming and falling out of the sky. I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, Justice League America versus the New Deadly Extremists.
These aren't your papas, anarchists.
So we got Flash, Wonder Woman, Guy Gardner, Wind Blue. I don't know who this is. Thorn? Ray? Yeah. All right. Justice League 84. Booster Gold is in a robot costume now. Okay. And I don't remember his name.
I just read about him somewhere.
Justice League America 85.
Oh well.
Ice Storm. That's a pretty cool looking cover.
Yeah.
I'd buy it. All right, Justice League America 86.
It's funny because he did.
Ray versus Captain Atom.
Oh, you got the joke.
Hey, James, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. We're just going through some of the latest comic call. We were able to pick up yesterday down in yesterday down in the flea market, and Justice League number 2.
Like 10 cents a comic.
Well, we appreciate it. We're happy to get all the subs we can get.
So here's my question, right?
Yeah.
Is Superman is breaking through Green Lantern's chains?
Yes.
Wouldn't Superman make a better Green Lantern because his will is stronger than Hal's?
Do you know Superman has been a Green Lantern?
Yes.
And a Yellow Lantern.
He's not currently.
But is Superman from that area? Isn't the Green Lantern ring supposed to only pick somebody from the area of space that it's trying to protect?
The argument is it can be made that he was raised and lived on Earth.
But he's a Kryptonian, and the ring knows it.
I mean, you can be an immigrant, but still live and be raised in...
Yes, new sub, 169. So that is a good number. It's closer to 200. We're going to have a 200 party at some point where we're going to do some giveaways. Justice League number 3.
And
yep. We gave away 2 comics when we hit 100. We're going to give away probably 4 comics when we hit 200. We'll see. Justice League America number 3. That cover's really kind of dark. I like David Finch, but I don't know. Did he do that cover? I'm not sure. All right, Justice League Dark number 7. Justice League Dark number 7.
Oh, hey, the next one's a Trinity War comic. Ooh.
I have not given away any digital comics. I can look into that. Haven't actually done it yet. I got a stack. I don't know if you can see it, but I got a stack over here of dupes. All those comics are duplicates of things I already have, and sometimes quadruplicates of comics I already have. So they're sitting on the shelf. I might as well give them away.
My bad.
Yeah, because he is horrible at going.
I mean, we both go for the same comic, and we don't communicate that. Hey, I already got number
and
58.
It's partly my fault because I haven't scanned them all into the system yet to say what I have or don't have.
Inventory management's hard.
Yeah, especially when I buy faster than I actually get them imported. I do have a problem. All right, Justice League of America number 6. This is the Trinity War, which is interesting. To our new sub James, we actually have a couple part series. The first series we did on our channel,
back in August.
was the Trinity War, where we covered this whole story out of a trade paperback. And I actually just finally picked up one of the copies, part 2 of 6. That was actually a pretty good series. I enjoyed it. All right, so and then I picked up this. I have not seen these before.
1 million.
Justice League 1 million.
Is that how many Justice League there are? Or
I don't know if this is from year 1 million.
Both.
I think it's from year 1 million. I do not think it's 1 million Justice League members.
Although,
but it's written by Grant Morrison. Howard Porter did the pencils. So it's going to be pretty good art. It's probably going to be a pretty good story. If you look at, you can see Superman. You see Wonder Woman is looking a little blue.
and has
But look way in the corner, you can actually
Hermes
see
wings.
Batman over here. You see Batman.
I can't see that. Oh, he's hiding.
It's kind of there you go. Can you see him?
He's hiding.
Yeah. Look.
behind the blue?
Yeah.
It's Batman.
He's hiding in the shadows of the night.
Well,
This is Batman.
Yeah, I look for a lot. I buy a lot of JLA comics, James. I like the Justice League. So I'm just now getting into. I've got a lot. I'm almost finished up with my JLA series, the JLA run, but now I'm actually starting to pick up Justice League Europe, Justice League America,
International.
some of the older things. All right. So here's Justice League Europe number 4 from 1989. So we got. Let me see. There's the Russian robot I was showing you before. There's Booster. There's the Elongated Man. Captain Atom. Look at that's the Elongated Man. Power Girl. That's the Elongated Man. Metamorpho and Flash.
That's weird.
And she took them all out with a funky haircut.
Yeah, and her calves are abnormally shiny, especially with like whatever she's wearing, because
Her calves. Thank you for pointing that out. E.
yeah, I mean,
well,
it's just weird.
Justice League Europe number 5.
Skin's not shiny.
I think her power set is to
Be shiny.
draw the eyes of men. That way she kills them easily.
Why is Power Girl down?
Well,
Ooh.
Justice League Europe. Well, something we don't know about Power Girl. Okay. Crimson Dynamo. I believe that's his name. Crimson Dynamo. And there again, I think that's Animal Man, not Booster Gold. I think that's actual Animal Man.
yeah,
And that's Guy Gardner.
Again, Guy Gardner with his punchable face.
He probably kissed Frost again, and she took care of it this time. Justice League Europe number 13. Look at the flexing. The flexing over here. Metamorpho and Captain Atom are flexing on us.
Wow, good reference.
Flex.
The Extremists.
Justice League Europe number 19.
Ooh.
Is that Power Girl? That's the French Crimson something.
Weasel.
Wow.
I forgot her name. I'll have to look it up. All right, so who is this person right here? I can't tell who that is.
What's the issue number?
I know who the guy with the head is. That's Elongated Man. But who is the blonde right there in the white uniform? I don't know who that is. Justice League Europe number 19. Justice League Europe number 34. Lobo against somebody else in the Justice League are getting in the middle. Can you imagine being Blue Beetle in the middle of that?
Yeah, no, thank you.
Crazy.
Have you read Justice Europe a lot? Like,
No, I haven't read any of them. Not yet. They're in the list. All right, Justice League Europe, number 41. We got Aquaman, Power Girl in her new uniform.
Got us a Flash.
A Flash, Green Lantern. That looks like Wonder Woman. I'm not sure who the girl in yellow is.
What? Fingers aren't working?
No, they keep popping up an ad, but unfortunately, because it's an iPhone, the ad won't go away. You hit X on it, and Google's like, hey, look, why don't you like the ad? But it doesn't give you a way to close out that dialogue.
JLA 115.
And you also can't select anything else on the screen because it forces you to go looking at the ad.
He doesn't like Apple products.
It's not an iPhone.
This one is.
That's your work one?
Yeah.
Squadron Supreme number 5.
Boss watches us.
That'd be awesome.
Squadron Supreme number 6. They're not in the best condition, but I like Squadron Supreme. I like Hyperion. I like our version, our Marvel's version of Justice League. Squadron Supreme number 7.
We own Marvel.
Oh, I wish it wouldn't be in the position. Squadron Supreme number 10. Squadron Supreme number 11.
Huh. So much X Factor.
I think
This is all X
we
Factor.
covered all this. All right. So X Factor number 29. Infectia. She was a bad deal. She messed them up.
She looks happy about it too.
Yeah, she messed them up.
Yeah, Jay, you're never getting out of the X Factor.
X Factor 31.
I have no idea. There's so many characters in this comic. I want to say it's just Power Girl and a difference.
I think it's just Power Girl, but
There was
X Factor 34.
There's one girl like in full yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
I'm pretty sure
Like
it was Power
a
Girl.
yellow cape.
No, that's the next comic. All right, X Factor 35, and now this one is got Orphan Maker. So
Yasha?
apparently, Orphan Maker is actually coming back in a new comic. This sometime this year with Psylocke and Feral or Wild Child, something like that. But yeah, Orphan Maker.
Not a character I'm familiar with.
You will. All right. So Inferno, X Factor number 38.
Now, does Orphan Maker kill children's parents or
Yes,
make a bunch of kids and leave them?
he steals the children.
That's not how that works. It's not an orphan if you
Making a
abandon-
child is not an orphan.
Yeah, if you abandon them and then kill the mother.
Well, you're still a father.
Yes, but
They're just abandoned.
All right. You shouldn't plan on having babies anytime soon.
thank you.
All right. X Factor 39.
Uh,
Also an Inferno tie-in. This was a great series where Wolverine actually looked like really demonic, and it also got Longshot and Dazzler.
I don't know what you call those things, but they're really long on Wolverine's face.
That's his mask, and it actually elongated because he got converted over into the Inferno side.
Because that's how fabric works.
That's how magic works.
Yo, Ethan, come on.
Have you ever seen Helga?
All right, X Factor
It's getting longer. And
49. Iceman versus Archangel to the death. X Factor 52.
It's his face again. My goodness, that thing is laughable.
By the way, the more I read about Cyclops and Madeline Pride's relationship, the more I feel bad for Madeline.
Madeline got screwed.
Yeah.
You know, it's not her fault that she got made into a perfect clone with a little bit of the Phoenix power put into her on top of it, and then, you know, made to be a perfect mate for Scott. And then Jean Grey comes back and Scott just dropped her like a hot rock, man. Just boom, gone.
Yeah. And then on top of it,
Scott's not a good guy.
Your son, yeah, I know he's not.
X Factor 57.
And then your son gets taken away and becomes Cable, and
Then he steals Madame Pryor's son and raises it with Jean Grey.
yeah. And of course, Jean Grey's cool about it. She's like, "Oh yeah, that's totally my kid."
Yeah, it's just like my kid. And then they go to the future and raise him. Sorry, X Factor 59.
So somebody got 2 issues of this.
Another X Factor. See what I mean about duplicates? These are the kind of things that we have to give away. So I've got to go through and see which one's the better one, and then I'll give away the other one.
Well, not that one.
X Factor 64. This was actually a really good issue. While his art is just really, really pretty good. Very fine. I could use with a little bit more thick lines.
More line weight.
But also he elongates like everybody's neck and stuff. I mean, look at this one. Here's X Factor 65. Look at Cyclops' neck and Jean Grey's neck. He looks like he's been wearing golden bands on his neck. Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Her neck's pretty long too.
Yeah, no, that's not normal.
It's not normal. But they're all kind of coming. So
I think the problem is the shoulders are too far low, and then they're like it's elongating what the neck looks like instead of what it should be.
see, he's doing the same thing to Iceman here. X Factor 65, a Nathan Summers cable cover.
Because he doesn't know how. Yeah.
Look at one of Cable's first covers.
Mm.
Baby's
Yeah.
first.
All right. X Factor 73. So I'm filling out my X Factor run because Dumbutt over here is like, I want to do an X Factor run, but I don't have any comics. So I'm like, hey, when I'm out, I'll pick some up for you. So
Yeah, I didn't ask for this many.
yeah, he's gonna be in a run for a while. All right, X
Yeah.
Factor 74.
Hey, Gray Man.
Hey, Grandman, how you doing? Welcome. We are doing great. We are going through our latest comic haul that we got yesterday. And we were able to walk into the store. I intended to buy a couple because I didn't want to spend that much money. About $15 is what my plan was.
A couple.
And they said short boxes for $15. And I'm like, can I make my own? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay.
It's all right. Yeah, so can I make my own? I was like, we're only halfway through the box.
Just a bunch of bad jokes. That's all you missed.
Yeah, them two with their dad jokes. And they're like, yeah, sure, make your own. So we spent the next hour or two going through every one of their boxes and filling out a short box. No, 15.
15. Yeah.
So we got about 155 comics or so for $15. So less than 10 cents a comic.
Not that $50 is unheard of.
I've done $50.
We don't talk about those.
And then they come with like 8 duplicates of the same comic.
Mhm.
X Factor
Yeah.
77.
I mean, there are a lot of like the same comic for.
And look at Cannonball taking rain. All right, we got Blockhead, Jumbo. Who's Jumbo Butt? What? Wild Child? Who is that? Fair? What? I don't even know who half these people are. I recognize who Stripes guys.
Hey, Jay, how about you?
He should know. He's watched him. Yeah, something like Tensei.
Yeah.
Well, Grayman, I would have bought in 3 boxes, but I promised to only spend $15. Less than 20 is what I promised. So I couldn't go back on that. I'll probably be going back again. Hopefully they'll have that deal still. But
And new stuff.
maybe not. Yeah, it was just less than 10 cents each. But again, I mean, if Jay will slide over, I've got all those boxes over there still to inventory and go through. Those are all still new. So those will be on the screen at some point in the next couple weeks.
Maybe.
And those are nice boxes too.
Yeah, so I've got enough. It's not like I'm running out. X Factor 78, Sinister, and Strife.
Which I think is a very good combo of villains. Because they're villains.
Yes. And Gray Man, I understand. I have an illness. It's called. I'm addicted to comics. It's not like I smoke or anything or snort it. Not really. But I am addicted to comics, so I like them. It's a nice hobby. It's something I can do with the kids. So I don't. Even though I do keep my promise about what I'm going to spend when I walk in to the flea market, because that's the only time I really promise anything.
How many times we're going to walk in the flea market? No, that's different.
I promise only spend $20 every time I walk in. Yeah. Which last weekend we went to a further flea market. And we actually found it's an hour and a half, and we found a store we haven't been into before, an old bookstore, but he had just rows of $1 comic bins. Must have been 100 short boxes.
Yeah.
Easy. And it was just in some long boxes, and they were up on top of the table and under the table. Yeah. Weekends are like, hey, what are you doing? I'm going to a flea market. But yeah, flea markets are great. And we actually finished like yesterday. I know 2 stores in the flea market that has comics. And as we're walking, I found a third one. So now I have another place to stop at to grab comics.
Wait, was that the one with the really tiny walkways?
Yes. So yeah, my wife is like, you should stop going to the flea market. X Factor 79.
Here's my question: Is that an actual sheet music of an actual song?
Yes. I don't know if it's an actual song, but it is sheet music. No, I don't know. I don't recognize that name, Grayman. Rayman's channel. Ray /Man. No, I don't know who that is. Though if it's got good stuff, I'll follow it. X Factor 80.
Attack of the Spiky Hair.
Okay, this girl right here, her name is Flambe. This one's name is Briquette. Anybody want to guess what her name is?
Foreman Grill.
So we have Foreman Grill. mean Weber, because a foreman does not use charcoal or flame. All right, so we have Briquette and we have Flambe. What's her name? We have a theme, obviously. I would actually be a good guess. Cinder? That's a good guess. Her name is Tremolo. Has nothing to do with fire. She just makes things tremble. And then this girl, ghost girl, her name is Fade.
Wow, you really set up the leading question there.
I actually thought, I'm like, Tremolo, yeah. I actually thought when I was reading it, I saw Flambe, and then I saw Briquette, and then I'm like, oh, they've got this flame theme thing. Yeah, but no, it's Tremolo. Yeah, exactly. And she causes vibrations, so I mean it makes sense. X Factor 82. Does that look like pyro?
Who knows? It might be the fire guy from the first comic of X Factor.
It might be. And this is actually a Quesada cover, by the way. Joe Quesada. He did a lot of covers. He's got some, and he did a lot of art in these ones here as well.
It's probably just Chris Evans.
But it's good stuff. Yeah, he had the tubes and the glasses, but normally he had blonde hair, not this fuchsia. Maybe that may be just a color artistic license. Yeah. That's a crappy team. Yeah. Briquette heats up, Flambe shoots fire, and Tremolo vibrates, and then Fade disappears.
The Fantastic Four.
Basically. Red flames like red.
Yeah.
Like. True. X Factor 83. This is the guy. You remember who this guy is, right, Jay?
Which one?
The robot one.
Yeah, you've told me before. I don't remember his name.
Come on. He's in the first book.
We did this yesterday.
Are we sure he's in the first book?
Yes, he's part of the team. He was a liaison.
This is exactly how it went down yesterday.
Wait,
Hodge.
He's the government agent?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
He turns into this. The barbecue babes. Now, have you ever been to Weber's Grill in Chicago? That is an awesome restaurant. It's a barbecue restaurant, and they actually have nice Weber grills. They actually grill there in the restaurant and then bring you the barbecue at your table. It's not cheap, but it is good.
Wait, outside the restaurant or in the restaurant?
In the restaurant. They barbecue in the restaurant. I mean, they got the vents and everything.
Okay.
But there is no barbecue babes in there. Just good brisket. Unfortunately, guys, I think the rest of this is X Factor.
Woo!
That's
Yay.
half a short box.
That's getting a lot of X Factor. We bought a lot of X Factor.
Yeah, you guys did.
Yeah, we went a little overboard there.
Yeah.
It's like showing the whole run. Here, grab another box.
Yeah, we filled in a lot of holes, like big holes.
I mean, I don't want to go through X Factor the whole time.
Hey, we got some of this yesterday.
X Factor, X Factor, X Factor, X Factor,
Now,
X.
some of that looks like we've already gone through before. I'm pretty sure.
I think some we have. Well, next time you're in the U.S., Gray Man, hit up Chicago and go to the Weber Grill so you can have food like you would have cooked out at your own house. The new Titans number 89 from 1992.
We're just painting.
Yes, the whole comic is about
Watching
Nightwing
paint dry.
painting with Panthea. Okay. Then we have the new Titans 71.
The party didn't work out so well. Oh, bummer.
I loved this costume. This was the dumb Nightwing costume.
The popped collar is cool.
It's like 1990, but it's still a 70s costume. Did he really? The first Rocket Raccoon for less than $1. I got one of his mini Rocket Raccoon's first mini series, but not his first appearance for like 50 cents. No, I did not know that. X-22. That's cool. You know, in Japan, when I lived there, they actually had something called Gomi piles, where one night a week, one night a month, in a different subdivision, they actually threw out all the stuff they didn't need anymore because they bought something new, and new TVs, stuff like that. And we used to get a lot of manga because they throw it in the pile, and my brothers and I would like gather up all the manga as well as all the radios, stereos, TVs, and take it back to the Navy base and sell it in our little yard sale. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if Marvel did borrow X-23, by the way.
It would not be the first time they borrowed something.
I mean, no, Comics for All. I don't actually sell any comics. I do have duplicates that I give away every so often, but I am a collector. I buy these because I like to read them, and I don't ever give them away, really. I don't sell them. Maybe one day when I have something really cool or two of something really cool. I did buy some variants, and I'm hoping one day will be worth something. But mostly I give away duplicates.
If you're looking for something, we can keep an eye out for it.
Yeah. If you want, you can email me and say, hey, I'm really looking for something. Or if you really, really want something, just email me, and I may be willing to sell it because I may not need it, or
We have to.
or something that I can just go find another one I'm not really collecting and just happen to come in the box. That could happen. Just email me. Yeah, like my badly cooked barbecue for sure. The new Titans number 120. Is that Supergirl?
A lot of people there.
Who's that? All right, here you go. I haven't seen all these people before.
I mean, it's a girl with the Superman logo, so.
Unfortunately, Gray Man, I bought all those for Jay, so I doubt seriously he'll want to get rid of them. Though I do have duplicates, so
A good amount.
just tell me which ones you're maybe looking for, and I may be able to send them out
Yeah.
all the way to the UK. I can send them to Chicago once you get there.
You got a P.O. box there with a full butter grill.
Yeah, you can read comics while you're a Matrix version of Supergirl, mind controlled. That's really weird. I've got to read it now. Well, I'm going to read it.
I mean, she looks kick butt.
Yeah, that's a.
Oh, the Children of Trigon.
The Outsiders, number 26. Geoforce looks like he just killed somebody for the throne.
His crowning achievement.
See what I mean about stupid dad jokes, guys?
It's been a while.
The Outsiders, number 28. This is another Millennium tie-in, and also the last issue. And Eric Larson, I believe, did the cover of this, 1988.
There's a bunch of people in beanies and flannels.
Manhunters. Those are Manhunters, by the way.
Yeah.
Stupid dad jokes are the law, but he's 16. He's practicing way too early. All right.
There's something you need to tell us.
Flash,
number 317. And we picked this up for 10 cents. Man.
You know, that was on the comic we showed earlier. No Man Escapes the Manhunter.
Yeah.
He was actually throwing Martian John over into.
But that wasn't a Manhunter. He did not look like that.
No, it was like a robot.
Yeah, it was like Crimson Dynamo. All right, so West Coast Avengers.
It was weird.
Number 31. Now, honestly, I don't really collect Flash. So this just happened to be one I saw there, and I'm like, hey, might as well grab it.
60 cents, or well, it used to be.
This one's going for
10.
This is going for $20. Just kidding. All right, where's that other stack you got?
Right here. We got the Heroic Age of the Avengers, like one of them, and that's it.
A lot of X Factors in that box. All right.
There's a lot more Avengers stuff in here.
Yeah, I'm almost finished with my run of West Coast Avengers. I've got a few more to get. This stuff is a little bit newer, like Avengers number 4 with Bendis and Ramada. I like Ramada's art.
He's got a good aged Tony Stark.
Yes, that is a good-looking Tony Stark. Good old-looking Tony Stark. A versus X, round 2. It's a Hickman and a Ramada again.
Nice.
So that's when they were all going after Hope. Avengers number 25.
I love the way this is colored.
Yeah, it looks like he's being hit with a laser beam on the shield, and it's kind of lighting his face up a little bit. I think it's actually Cyclops. I think it's Cyclops actually shooting at his shield like that.
Wait, I know vibranium is like completely shock absorbent, but couldn't it withstand lasers?
Yes.
Like forever.
Well, it depends on how strong the laser is.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't like the 90s, but I remember the 90s kind of fondly. That's really where I was collecting on my own. And then I went after about 94, I was out for a while because, college and everything else in life. But all right, so here's A versus X number 0. Bendis and Aaron with a Cho cover.
Cho, I've heard that name before.
And the New Avengers number 22. Bendis and Deodato. Look at Captain Marvel.
Do I have to?
Well, yeah, because it actually looks like a good Captain Marvel. And there's Iron Fist. And neither one of them can hit Harry. Oh, yeah. The New Avengers 21. Thor takes out everybody.
I mean, he is a demigod.
He is a demigod.
Well, God.
Yeah.
He is a god. God. I look at Daredevil, Miss Marvel, Thor. Wolverine's the only one still standing. Spider-Man 2. A cool Deodato cover. Here's Bendis, Avengers Annual number 1, and that looks like Simon. Wonder Man.
I don't know if.
Hey, Bake the Snake.
I don't know if Thor could completely destroy Wolverine.
The red sash was completely pointless other than to draw your eyes to her waist, because where's her organs? And yes, Hercules is a demigod who had to go through 7 trials to become full god. I don't know.
Sort
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made the same. All right, so here we got Bendis and Ramada again. Avengers number 8, The Return of the Illuminati.
Because it worked so well for them the first time.
It worked so well the first time. All right, can you name who's in the Illuminati? Go.
I thought their thing was secret. No one should.
Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Reed Richards, Captain America at one point. Some other people.
Oh, you're talking about the Marvel Illuminati.
Yes.
I think it's
Was Xavier in it at one point?
Black Bolt was in there. Xavier isn't in there. Doom, X, Strange, Stark, Reed. Yep, it was Doctor Strange, Namor, Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Xavier, and I think that was it. Black Bolt. Black Bolt was the other one. I don't think Magneto was part of it. 12 was it 12?
Yeah,
Was it 12 trials or 10
12
trials?
labors.
12 labors. But he even cheated with that, right? Didn't Artemis help him with most of that?
Not Artemis. I think it was.
I think it was his.
Aphrodite.
No, I think it was Artemis, the huntress.
Let me find out.
All right, we're going to look that up because
yeah, he used her bow, didn't he?
yeah, well,
He had to kill the boar.
Yep. Yeah, the Illuminati actually ended up causing the whole realm crashing into each other. All the planets and stuff. They actually had to destroy. The planets were coming at them, and they actually had to destroy whole universes to protect Earth.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, well, that's the Illuminati I remember is the one we were talking about here with the Black Bolt and etc. And then that's what created the Master, which he was part of another team on another universe. That, I don't know. It was a Bendis thing, and I was actually kind of out of comics when all this was going on. Avengers 10. Avengers number 10, Bendis and Ramada. I think that's Doctor Strange with the Infinity Gauntlet on.
Ooh, it's the only way.
Or is that the Crimson Cow with the Infinity Gauntlet on? The Avengers number 21.
I am strange.
I am strange.
Oh, we're using our made-up name now.
Avengers number 22. Gorgon. Who is that? The Red Mask and the Sword. I forgot his name. I believe he's a mutant.
The Cap Killer. The Cap Capper.
All right, Avengers number 23. That's a cool looking cover. Got a lot of people on it. A lot of things going on.
Gotta love ninjas.
Generation X number 57.
The 5th anniversary.
Hey, Reed Moore, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. We're just going through some of the comics that we picked up this week. Yeah, just this week. Because, like I said, and some of us agree, we all have some issues with buying comics. We buy too many comics. X-Force number 25.
You think that's why Marvel was oversaturating the...
This is the Fatal Attractions, and the X-Men one, number 25, is where Wolverine's adamantium was torn out. Had a same kind of lithogram cover. Do you see that, Jay?
That's
Yes.
weird.
That's cool. X-Force number 69.
Oh, no, there's a cat. Is that a cat? That's a cat.
Where's a cat? Oh, that is a cat. Maybe he had the Infinity Gauntlet.
The cat?
Yeah, I wouldn't call this cheating, but whatever. Somebody helped them save the Hydra.
What's that, Remore?
X-Force 75.
Got a good amount of people here.
Everybody loves comics, man. Got a bunch.
We're like the only ones that talk on Sunday night.
Well, this late, yeah. That's Boom Boom and Sunspot, and Cannonball is not too happy about that. That's what it looks like to me. X-Force number 76, Shatterstar against Domino.
Yeah, and then much more X-Force.
Yeah, that one's not going to end well for Shatterstar.
I don't know. Shatterstar kind of has the same power set. They both have luck probability, don't they?
Yeah, but she has guns.
Yeah, well, he can block bullets. I've seen him do it. I mean, come on. Deadpool can cut bullets in half, right? We saw that in the movie.
He doesn't even need to. He can just be hit by a bullet and he's fine.
This was back when Domino was actually kind of cool. I'm glad to see Domino's kind of cool. The new X-Force is coming out right now. That with Benjamin Percy, she is that this last one that just came out. That was fantastic. All right, so X-Force 90, Proud Star, and Siren, and there's Rain. X-Force 95. Man, Magneto looks really cool right here. All right.
Yeah. Dude looks like he's going to tear down a building.
Okay, we're almost done with the pile, guys.
Yeah,
We'll
the second stuff.
We'll finish up.
We didn't want to do X Factor, so we did X Force instead.
Yeah, whole different. Well, we did like 40 X Factor. All right, so X Force number 10. This is Jay in the morning before he gets his monster.
It's both of them.
Oh, okay.
You like a mix.
He has a split personality in the mornings.
He's sickly and well dressed.
X Force 111.
I don't know how I feel.
And I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure who these people are, and I'm not sure what's going on.
There's a spaceship.
And it looks like just a portrait with a spaceship layered over top. X Force 114. This is not much better. It's not better at all. I don't know what's going on with this.
Yeah, it's a very boring comic. It's just people.
Domino in a bathing suit. Okay. Who's that? Is that Storm?
That would be a cool Storm.
It's a bald Storm.
I'll give him that.
Is that Storm? Anybody know? Has anybody read this?
Huh.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Wow.
No, it is definitely not Storm.
No.
Well, unless she's shooting electricity out of her eyes.
That would be a cool Storm. I'm just saying.
She's shooting electricity out of her eyes, man. I don't know who this is.
What's up, Steve?
Hey, Steven Spot. Welcome. Oh, and now she's smoking.
Again.
Who is this? You broke my nose. I don't know who this is. This was a new jacket. I'm going to kick your... Oh, can't say that on the...
Well,
now she's crying.
I don't know who that is, but that actually looks...
What's the issue number? I'll find
Here.
out.
All right, so...
Now we have an actual Storm.
X-Men number 116 with Storm again, and Terry Dodson did the cover on this one. It does look like Storm, but she shot lightning beams out of her eyes and her mouth, and I don't know. It looks like a pretty cool Storm, but a real crazy one. X-Men 14, another Terry Dodson cover. This is back when Jubilee was half vampire or vampire with a baby. Excalibur number 11.
Maybe
Should be out of X-Force now.
Back from 1989. There's Phoenix Rachel, who was the Phoenix. Excalibur number 15. What was her name? I remember. This is a Chris Claremont and an Alan Davis book, and this was a whole team. I don't remember her
This
name.
is a character called Corbin.
Here, maybe you can tell me what her name is. What was her name? Yes, during the whole run, she got bit by a vampire. I think Dracula, because Dracula wanted to change mutants into vampires, or Dracula's son wanted to change mutants into vampires to make stronger vampires because vampires are dying out. And then she had a baby with Dracula, which the baby's now in Excalibur in the new Excalibur. So, been away so long, Gatecrasher.
The Red Queen. Is that who she is?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, you look it up. It may be Gatecrasher. But she had a whole team. I remember it's in the. I have it in the Marvel Universe updates. Why are there a bunch of people with Nazi armbands on?
Feeding dragons.
That's weird. All right.
So basically, this character was a character created for this comic and has never been used.
One-time use.
Yep.
She looks pretty cool.
As far as I can tell.
That was crazy. I mean, I don't know. Didn't he bring her back? Whoever that is. Yeah. Look at this part. Can you read what that says? Probably not. It says, "Give me some tongue action, stud." Well. Crazy Gang, yes. Excalibur 19. There's Black Tom Cassidy. Excalibur 86. Excalibur 88.
Days of Future Tense.
Hey, Southern Comic Geek. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. We're just kind of going through all the comics we picked up yesterday at the flea market. We were able to get a long box for $15 or a short box for $15. So I packed it full of stuff that I needed for my runs that I'm trying to fill out, and I decided I'd share it.
So this is just a straight up rip off of Days of Future Past, whatever.
Yes, this is Days of Future Tense. Excalibur 94.
Huh.
Excalibur 100. Bunch of people falling. All right, so Casey Jones, Randy Green, Warren Ellis is the writer. Cool. Pencils, Casey Jones, Randy Green, and Rob Haynes. Yeah, there was still a ton of Justice League America, Justice League International that I left because I made a promise to only spend less than 20, and so I may be going back soon. Then we got Red Hood and the Outlaws #9, Scott Lobdell. I always liked the Red. I like Artemis in this, and then I liked when Bizarro was part of the team. All right. All right, so that's all we're probably going to cover tonight, man. Yeah, I love some Red Hood, and I liked it when it was Red Hood and the Outlaws, and then they just swapped it to Red Hood, which was okay. But I mostly like teen books, so I ended up dropping that and picked up, just kind of went along without it until it comes back to an Artemis and a Bizarro team. All right, did you put that back on the shelf?
I'm still trying to find her name.
Yeah, I heard they are bringing them back, so I'm waiting for that to see if they get back, and then I'll be grabbing that again because I really liked it. I really enjoyed it.
Red Hood's a cool character.
Red Hood is a cool character. He killed a guy and that's ended up kind of breaking up the team, and he ran away from Batman. But Bizarro being smart and knowing his intelligence was going to go away, that was cool. But a lot of it was a good story run. X Factor 86.
I have a video on this comic.
Which we do have a video of Executioner's Song. We did a couple. Well, Jay did a couple part series of the Executioner Song where we covered all of that.
Can I see that comic book? Cool, thank you.
The old one where they actually had the red hood and not the red mask. X Factor 88, random, and another Casada cover.
Huh.
It was one of these here, which I read and I found a villain called the Number One Fan. I don't know if you've heard of this dude, but he basically cut his own hands off and put fans on it. And the fans were like indestructible blades, but he did it in a room that was indestructible to get into because he didn't want to get people come in to get him. And hey, Crazy Guy Comic Song, too crazy. Wow, that's long. All right, so he had these fans things, and he was stuck in a room, and he couldn't get out. So he went to go push the button, and he was like trying to jam the fan on the button, couldn't get the button, and he went, "Oh, I made it too small, and I can't get out." So he went to slap himself in the face, like palm himself, face palm. And he ended up hitting himself with his own fan and cut his head off. I was like, what? It was like a 1 page in the middle of the comic about this Number One comic fan. I was like, really? X Factor 91.
It wasn't attached to anything, any story. It was just
in the middle, like an interlude. All right. X Factor. This is because I brought a teenager. And I said, please make sure
there are no duplicates.
that there are no duplicates. So when we hit 200,
you want some X Factor?
we will be doing duplicates. I will find that for you, Gray Man. I have it on my I don't know, my phone somewhere. I don't know where my phone is. But I posted it in Twitter, and then it was like I posted the cover of the comic, and then like right after that, I put the picture of the fan, the Number One fan, because I thought it was hilarious. X Factor 93.
If you go to Twitter, you can find it probably. Just plug everything.
X Factor 95. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well. X Factor 97.
I'm almost certain we've already covered that comic tonight.
Again, because we brought a teenager. Another giveaway at 200. X Factor 98.
Hey, do y'all want some X Factor?
I am just glad these were only 10 cents each.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, there's Haven. Rainey and Milgram. All right. Then we have X Factor 99.
And X Factor 99?
Yeah, we have multiples of the Multiple Man. We're working on that right now, Southern Comic Geek Kid. He wanted to do a run of X Factor. So we have number one. We have almost a full run now. We're getting into
we have some of those.
No, we have some of those. I just got them recently. But yeah. I don't have anything. I didn't really have anything past 100, and I was missing in the 30s and in the teens. So I'm starting to pick those up. So we'll see.
Yeah.
X Factor 106. This was another one. It's the Phalanx Covenant. Again, it had that lithogram thing in there.
Now we're just pulling out of the stuff we said we weren't going to do.
Well, I wanted to break it up. It was just like X Factor. It was like 100 comics of X Factor.
Yeah.
X Factor 113.
50 of those are originals.
A lot of dupes. X Factor 114.
So does that raise the cost of the comic itself?
What?
Because I mean, we still only got a
No,
certain number of
no,
comics.
I have a physical comic, so it's still 10 cents.
Yeah.
All right, X Factor 116. Wild Child. I don't know who that is. X Factor 117.
The Red Queen.
X Factor 118. Another random and Havoc. We'll speed through these a little bit. X Factor 119.
She's got a Canadian leaf on her outfit.
So the comic geek says it's Aurora from Alpha Flight.
Is it Aurora? I was thinking that's who it was, but because it did say welcome Alpha Flight. Yeah, that's Aurora. But she looks really strange on the cover there.
Yeah. The face is too dark. You can't see who it is.
And she got silver hair, too.
Whoa.
X Factor 120.
I mean, like everything else, she's blonde.
X Factor 122. Oh, Gray Man, I am so sorry. X Factor 123. I have two of them. Yeah, if you ever get to Chicago, I put it back. All right. Almost done.
We'll put that back in order.
All right, we're almost done, guys.
That's a face.
Yeah, silver hair is Snowbird. All right. X Factor 128.
Azure? That's all I hear when I look at his face.
X Factor 136.
Just some weird noises.
Was it Matsuda? You're good looking now.
Havoc versus Random.
144. Another Havoc versus Random.
I wonder if he plans his attacks.
And X Factor 149.
We got all these from a flea market for fairly.
Yeah, Southern Comic Geek, we actually went to a flea market down here in Florida. We got we got a short box for like $15. I walked in thinking I was going to get like 15 comics, and I ended up with 155 comics for the same price. So I was very happy. And some of them I got last weekend at a different flea market in Florida, where I got them for $1 a comic.
Some more duplicates.
Not duplicates, but I don't know. X Factor Annual number 6. X Factor Annual number 7. Mojo and Spiral, man. X Factor 17. This is
different volume.
The new volume. That's a cool looking cover to me. I kind of like it.
Everyone's sleeping on bones.
X Factor 21. Multiple men eating cookies and milk.
It's Santa behind him.
No.
Santa's not happy.
And then X Factor 25.
It's like I'm not even going to justify what you said with a response.
Yeah, I was really surprised, Big Snake, on how many people I found on YouTube and Twitter that were from Florida, doing comics. And it was crazy. I mean, every flea market I go to has at least 1 to 2 people selling comics. YouTube's full of people with comics. Twitter. You can buy comics on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. Everybody around here is selling comics or has comics. It's kind of amazing.
And at the same time, there's not a lot of stores down here.
Nope.
So
in the area, there is one south of us about 40 miles and one north of us about 40 miles. That's it.
Nah.
See you later, Gray Man. No, we're along the coast. Yeah. Packers playing tonight, so we got to get off soon.
Let's just start live streaming the NFL game. Come on.
X Factor 206.
We're easily entertained.
And then Factor X number 2.
Okay.
You're in the Keys? I was just down the Keys a couple months ago with the wife. Went down to Key West. Had a great time.
Yeah, without kids, it was
Without the kids, that's the only way you can go.
made it an even better time.
And we actually stopped at a comic book store. She let me buy comics. It was great. All right, so guys, that's it. Yeah. So that's it for tonight. And we got, like I said, we got 6 or 7 more boxes to go through. So I got plenty of stuff. And hopefully there'll be some new news next week that we can actually cover something other than the movie. I mean, the New Mutants movie looks cool.
Yeah.
The new Wolverine comic coming out this week looks cool. So now on the ways to the Keys, not actually in the Keys. I appreciate it, Southern Comic Geek. We appreciate it. And we have this is our normally comic call and news show we have every week at 5:30 on Sundays.
We try to have
every week. Getting us all 3 in the same room at the same time, it's rough sometimes.
I'm technically working.
Yes. So we appreciate you guys coming, and we've got a lot of stuff. Those guys that sub, those new guys, we got a lot of stuff on the channel. You can just watch some old videos. We cover a lot of old comics. We cover some of the new stuff. So we've got a good mix, and we appreciate it being here tonight. And we'll see you next time. Have a good night.
Bye.
Good night. Yeah, goodbye.